Hi guys, today's practice is going to focus on relieving and strengthening our low back and the areas surrounding. You can start the class in any comfortable seated position. You might want to get a pillow or a rolled up blanket to help you here. You can bring the pillow or the blanket under your hips. This will tilt your pelvis forward and just give you a little bit more space. Your legs can be in any shape really that is comfortable. We won't be here for too long. Just close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Take this moment to check in. And just begin to notice your breath. Become aware of how your breath feels. How your breath is moving in your body. And then let's take control. Slow down your breath. Smooth it out. We are going to try to keep breathing through the nose. If that's not possible, that's fine. Keep your breath smooth and long. As we move through this practice, let's try to keep this calm, healing breath. I'm going to guide you through some different shapes. But if anything doesn't feel right in your body or mind, you can back off whenever you want to. This isn't about achieving a physical shape. We are looking for inner feelings. So your external shape will probably look different to what I'm doing. But that is completely fine. We all have different bodies. So from here, we are going to move. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees. Move your pillow, your props out of the way for now. If you would like to bring some padding under your knees, you can either roll up your mat, fold it in the middle, or you use your blanket. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Knees are planted underneath the hips. You can, if you like, bring your knees a little bit wider. Bring some more space into your back. So we're bending the elbows softly. We don't want to lock them out. Shoulders move away from the ears. As we breathe in, try to relax your belly down towards the floor. Tilt your pelvis up and lift the crown of your head. Shoulders away from the ears. As you breathe out, you're rounding your spine. Push the floor away. Option to draw your belly up towards your spine to press the breath out. Begin to follow your own breath. You breathe in, you soften, look forward. Lift your hips up. Lift your head, but we're not compressing the spine. We're not trying to find the most extreme shape. We want to keep length. As we breathe out, we round the spine. Pressing the soft tissue in the front of the body. But again, we want the spine itself to feel spacious. So take a few more breaths. You're moving in your own way. Just taking this time to connect breath to movement. And to slowly awaken our spine. Just see if you can tune into what you can feel. We're not overthinking or really even trying to label. We're just trying to stay open to what's there. Okay, moving into our next posture. Bring yourself into a neutral spine. Bring your knees closer together now if you like. And we're going to lower all the way down onto our belly. It is up to you how you would like to do this. You can walk your hands forward, come onto your forearms if you like. Or, keeping the elbows in by the side, lower your chest down. However you get there, take a moment to rock your hips side to side and tuck your toes. I'll give you a couple of options here for back bends. We're going to start with the head down low so you can bring the hands under your forehead. Relax your body. So it's important that in looking after our spine, that we strengthen the muscles in our back. This class will have a lot of lengthening, but we still, to achieve balance, should work on strengthening the spine so that it can become healthier. In the long term, we will have less injuries in theory. So the first pose I'm going to offer you is Sphinx pose. Press down through the tops of your feet, just enough to switch your legs up. Bring the elbows under the shoulders. You can point the fingertips forward. And this, again, isn't about contorting. You want space in the spine, so if this is giving you any compression, move your arms around. You can bring the elbows further back, further forward, or even out to the side a little bit. You're still keeping your legs active to support your spine. Just seeing if you can start to draw your shoulder blades together here, activating your upper back. Keep breathing deeply. If you would like to practice Cobra pose instead, place your hands under the shoulders, point the fingers forward, and draw your elbows back. So we're keeping the arms in by the sides. You're pressing down through the tops of your feet, and as you breathe in, peel your chest off the floor. So we're not trying to push and get space. You're lifting, peeling, and drawing the shoulders back. So you might feel that activation in your upper back. Keep your breath flowing. We never want to hold the breath. Final option I'm going to give you is to pick the hands up. You're still squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. You're still breathing. You might not lift up as high, but you are using back muscles rather than your hands. Stay wherever you are for one more big breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands down. You can bring the hands under the forehead again and just rock your hips side to side. Breathe into where you can feel sensation in your body. That could be tingling, heat, things that don't have names. So from here, let's bring ourselves up. Slowly bring yourself into a tabletop. We're not rushing. You can press yourself with your hands. You can climb onto your forearms if you like. We all move differently. Just stay mindful when you're moving. Stay aware of what you're doing. From here, nothing too fancy. We're walking the knees forward and we're going to sit down. The legs come out in front of you. This is a place where you might want your blanket, bringing it underneath whichever leg we're going to straighten out. So a bit of support for your knees. We're going to sit tall to start with. Scooch your hips backwards. You can press your fingers into the floor and breathe in to get nice and tall. I'm flexing my toes back to activate the legs so they stay integrated. They're not just being forced into a shape. Breathe in deeply, press the floor away, lift your spine up to get space. So as we breathe out, we're going to bend the right knee, draw it up towards us, and then drop the knee out towards the side. Again, if you would like to use your blanket underneath the leg, you can support it. And the foot can place itself anywhere along the inside of your left leg. From here, keep that left leg active. You can gently press the right leg in towards it, right foot. Before we start to move anywhere, sit tall, take a big breath in. As we exhale, start to send your hips backwards and imagine that your heart is being magnetized towards your toes. So we're just tilting. It might be a small movement. Focus on that inner feeling of your heart being drawn towards your toes. If you want to come down a little further, you can walk your hands down the leg. Lowering yourself, but not forcing. When you find your edge, you can, if it's comfortable, allow your upper back to round a little bit. Let the back of your neck be long. Breathe deeply. We're lengthening the muscles that surround our lower back and the lower back itself. It's not about how low down you get. We're just looking for that inner feeling, sensation in the back of the leg. Exploring our edges. One more big breath in. And then as you breathe out, slowly walk yourself back up. We're going to bend the left leg and send the left foot over towards the left side of the mat. So your right foot is now pressed into the top of your left thigh. And your legs are kind of like spokes. From here, bring your left hand onto your left foot. And as you breathe in, lift your right arm up. You can hold onto your foot, onto your ankle, or bring the fingers to the floor. We're pressing down through the right hip, lifting up through the right fingers. Breathe deeply. And again, we're reaching into space, we're not trying to force. Stay here for one more big breath in. As we exhale, slowly bring yourself back. You can lower the hand down. Place your hands either side of your bum. Pick your legs up, slowly bring them back together. And we'll reset for the other side. So straighten both legs out in front of you. Pick your hips up and replace them on the floor. This time we're going to bend the left knee. The left knee is bent. And then slowly lower that knee out towards the side. Remember to use your supports if your body is asking you. You're pressing that foot actively into the side of the right leg. And before we start to do anything else, just find length. Press your fingers into the floor. Lift your spine up. And as you breathe in, try to get even more space between the links in your spine. So from here, begin to feel that pull. Your heart is magnetizing, drawing you towards your toes. The heart is never going to touch the toes, I don't think. So we don't have that kind of goal, but that is the direction that we're moving in. Your hips are pointing backwards, your heart is moving forwards. Support yourself with your arms. You can allow the spine to round once you have settled into your edge. We might be up here, just gently tucking the chin towards the chest. We play with the edges, we're not forcing past them. Forcing into stress and damage can be quite off-putting for your body, and it might not want to go there again. Whereas if we can practice in a healthy way, exploring our edges and allowing our bodies and minds to absorb everything, gain so much more from our practice, from our lives, just by paying attention. Placing awareness in what you're doing. Finding your edges. And never forcing into pain or damage. Keeping the right leg active. Keeping your breath full. Remember, you don't have to label what you're feeling. Let's take one more big breath in. As you breathe out, slowly walk yourself back up. You can bend the right knee and draw the right foot around towards your hip. The left foot is placed into the top of the right thigh, and we've got this spoke action going on. Right hand to right foot. Inhale to lift your left hand up. And stay for a few breaths, finding that length in the side of your body. Breathe into the spaces between your ribs. Press down through your left hip. Take one more big breath in. As we breathe out, bring both hands down. Move slowly. Rock onto your bum. You can pick up your legs and bring them back in front of you. So we're going to work back onto hands and knees. Scoot your legs out of the way or cross your legs. Step through. So I'm going to offer you downward facing dog here. If you would rather stay in hands and knees position, you can. We start in table, soft elbows, tuck the toes. Big breath in. As you breathe out, push the floor away, lift your hips up. The focus is on keeping this neutral spine, so we might stay here, hovering. We might be pushing down through the whole surface of the hand. Knees are bent. And your hips are charging up into the sky. Relax your head. Walk out your feet if you want to. We're just here for one more breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Or walk the feet towards the hands, whatever works better for you. As soon as your hands come back, place them onto your thighs. Lift your body up, find a neutral spine by sending your bum back and the crown of your head forward. Draw those shoulders back, take a big breath in. You might want to stay here, or as you exhale, hinge at your hips, draw your belly in. Support your spine with it as you lower. And again, remember to play your edge. The hands can come down and you can take a little rock side to side. Explore the poses in your own way. So if little movements feel good, you can do that, or you can find stillness. So from here, bend your knees. Draw in your belly for support. Tuck your tailbone down. Try to let your head and your hands be really heavy. You're going to go carefully here and maybe roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up. Find this little wave so your knees are bent, tailbone is tucked. You can take several breaths to rise up, pushing the floor away with your feet. When you get to the top, inhale, lift your hands up high. Lengthen. As you exhale, draw the palms down towards your heart. As you inhale again, lift your hands up. And exhale, palms together, draw them down. One more time, inhale, lift your hands up high, length through your whole body. This time, as we exhale, bend the knees generously. Press the hands out to the side, heart forward. And pull yourself all the way down. From here, let's walk ourselves back into that down dog or hands and knees position. Looking down at your feet. And then as you breathe in, look forward and lower your knees. So from here, we're going to practice a little lizard pose. We're going to step the right foot up, so you can pick the right foot up here if you like, keep the knee bent. Squeeze the heel up towards the sky. Activate your back body to strengthen it. And as you breathe out, we bend the knee. We're sending the right foot to the outside of the right hand. So if the foot gets to here, we're going to pick it up and place it. And then straight away, you can bring both hands up onto your right thigh. Back toes untuck if that feels okay. And you can use your blanket under your back leg to support it. Make sure you can see your front toes. Keep breathing, you can stay here, or maybe climb down, hands inside the right foot. Look down to lengthen the back of your neck. Notice if you have sensation in your hips or anywhere else. One more big breath in. One more breath out. As we breathe in here, left hand stays down, right hand lifts up for a twist. If you would rather have your left arm on the right thigh, that is an option too. Breathe deeply and imagine that you're breathing into your whole shape, like you're filling up to your fingers and your toes. One more big breath in, and as we breathe out, look down. Now frame this front foot. Option here for Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. We rock the hips backwards, toes point towards the sky, knee is bent. Again, you can walk yourself back, test your balance here, and bring your hands up to your hips. The action here is to send the tailbone back, and the heart forward towards your toe, just like in our earlier posture. We're going to take one more big breath in. And as you breathe out, rock yourself forward slowly. Plant your hands. You can bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the left toes and then push the floor away as you slide the right foot back. If you would like to air out, reset, straighten out your legs. Make little movements. We will go for the other side. So you can tuck the right toes for support. From here, pick your left foot up. Try to squeeze heel or the toes up towards the sky while keeping your knee bent. Then bend that knee, draw it in towards you, and step the left foot all the way to the top of the mat. You might want to pick it up, doesn't matter how it gets there. from here, choose your stance and tuck the back toes. Maybe the hands come up onto the thigh. Maybe they are down to the inside of the left leg. Try to relax your face and your shoulders. And try to avoid holding your breath. If you're feeling tension, keep breathing. Maybe back off so it becomes manageable. Allow your soothing breath to fill your pose. And then with your next inhale, keep the right hand down and lift the left hand up, find your twist. You're staying active in the legs, which means pushing them into the floor a little bit. Soft bend in the right elbow. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, look down. Begin to rock your hips back, bring the left hand down, and point your left toes up. Choose where you would like to place your hands. And again, keep breathing. Holding the breath is a stressful situation, and you want the body to adapt to what we're doing in a positive way. Not be wary of the movement because it's stressful. One more big breath in here. As you breathe out, you can rock forward once again. Hands to the inside of the left foot and slide it back to meet the right. So we're going to come back onto our bum, walk the knees forward. Scoot yourself down towards the bottom of the mat and make sure you've got some space behind you. So, the toes are pointing away from you. We're going to try and keep the knees magnetizing towards each other, which means they don't have to touch, but we don't want them moving away. As you breathe in, lift your chest up, lift your fingers up. As you breathe out, the option here is to work on your core by rolling down slowly. Keep breathing. So, working with strengthening our back means working all the way around. Strengthening our front as well as the back of the body, so we can have balance and support. If you want to skip that, you can hold on to your legs and just roll down softly. So get the back of your body comfortable, plant your feet below your hips. You want them a little bit wider than the hips. And not bunched right in, you've got some space. Relax your arms onto the floor and just start to rock your knees side to side. So your legs are like windscreen wipers. Move at your own pace, but veer towards slow. It's never about how many repetitions we do. In this class, slow it down and try to experience each movement fully. So bring both knees back to the centre now. Realign the back of your body. One of our last postures here will be a reclined pigeon pose. So you can keep your legs as they are and then squeeze the right knee in towards your chest. Flex the right foot up towards the sky, so it's like you're trying to stand your foot on the ceiling. And then we're going to cross the right foot over the top of the left leg. But if you can, see if you can get the edge of your right foot into the top of your left thigh. So it's not overhanging, if possible. That is an option to try. We want to try to keep the head and the hips down on the floor for this. And we want to be able to keep breathing. So choose your setting, keep that right leg active, you're pushing it away from you. And this might be enough, or you have the option to take hold of the back of the left thigh, front of the shin, or even the knee. The right leg stays active, you're pushing it away from you. It's not just being forced into this position, we're trying to protect the knee. Try to relax your face. And just immerse yourself in what you're feeling. One more big breath in here. As we breathe out, release your legs gently. Uncross them. You can take a little rock side to side if you like. And then go for the other side. So pick your left foot up, flex the toes. And then take that foot and see if you can press it into the top of your right thigh. Left knee moves away from your face without you touching it. You might want to chill out here or take your grip option. You can sit up to take hold of the leg, but make sure that the head and the hips can relax back into the floor. A few deep breaths. From here, gently release your legs, uncross them. You can return to that windscreen wiper motion. And the next time your legs fall over to one side, just allow them to stay there and turn your head in the opposite direction. Allow yourself to be fully supported in this twist. And allow it to soften. You don't have to hold a rigid shape. One more big breath in. As we breathe out, slowly bring it through the center. Go to the other side. Take a few breaths. Allow yourself to be immersed in what you're doing. Not overthinking, but just experiencing. One more breath in. As you breathe out, slowly come onto your back, come back to the center. Rearrange your spine and then draw both knees up and in towards your chest. You can hold onto your shins here, have a little rock side to side if that feels good. And then coming back to the center, option to draw the forehead up into the knees. One more inhale. And then as you breathe out, slide yourself into a relaxation pose. So this could be straight arms and legs. You can use your blanket under your knees or over the top of you. Its original purpose. If lying on your back isn't comfortable, you can try your side, your front. You can even take a seat. Just check in with yourself. Relax the back of your body by placing your shoulder blades evenly, tucking your chin, rocking your feet side to side. A big breath in, a gentle sigh out. Release the control of your breath. And allow yourself to just be. until your body feels ready to move again. When you feel ready, bring in gentle movement deep in your breath. And slowly bring yourself out, being kind, not rushing. Take a moment at the end of your practice to thank yourself. I thank you for joining me. Namaste.